Your fourth key is the improve daily work key. So I had mentioned before in my experience that I announced on Monday morning that we were going to do Agile. I was creating this big organizational transformation and I was all excited that we were all going to get there. And the problem with a big organizational transformation is that these kind of transformations have been done before. It doesn't call it Agile transformation, but we've all done transformations before. Who here hasn't been through a transformation? The problem with transformations is that they're very fearful for a lot of people. They cause a lot of chaos. People don't know what the job description is going to look like, who they're going to work with, who they're going to interact with. Am I going to have a job? So the challenge with that is that, as Michael talked before, our brains, as mammals, work very much the same. And that is, when we become fearful, we become very resistant, scared, and we start thinking. And if we stop thinking, we're really not doing what our leaders need us to do effectively. So, without a big organizational transformation, what would you do instead? Well, you improve daily work. Because if you're using Agile in some fearful way by saying that everybody's going to do an organizational transformation, the opposite of that would be instead to offer Agile as an opportunity for them to improve their day. So because we were saying Agile could be an enabler, what you do is you offer it as an opportunity for them to improve how they do work. I was working with teams in IBM in a lean capacity and helping people find waste in their system by using their emotions. And that was, all I asked was, what were moments that upset you? Or how did you get frustrated or angry that day? And I highlighted a moment in which they could actually find that there was waste in the systems. We shouldn't be doing this, or we shouldn't be doing that. Well, use Agile the same way. If someone can find a way in which something Agile could actually help them get their job done with less frustration and less anger and less upsetness, everybody's going to be invited to that. So when you ask people to explore how they can improve their daily work, you're avoiding all the fear and all the confusion with some big organizational transformation. And instead, you're offering Agile as a benefit or as a gain, a pain disabler, for example. And so that you're really focusing on, that's right. So you're really focusing on exciting people to use Agile for their own ways. But what you're also doing, which is very important, is you're giving them the power to decide for themselves. You're inviting them to behave Y++. You are actually starting to shift the culture yourself through your own behavior, just purely by the invitation. And not everybody has to take the invitation. But really, through purely invitation, you just say, you know what, here's this thing. If it's going to improve your daily work, you choose whether you're going to accept it or not. And if they choose, you support them. And really what you're doing is you're cultivating a new environment that excites and inspires those that wish to go into a Y++ mode. And you're bringing them up to this level of consciousness, which is really where we want to go.